Yes, I am Dr. Ashok Kumar, Head Department of Zoology and Industrial Fish and Fisheries, Ganga Singh College, Chhapra. Yesterday, I had I taught you people about the harmful impact of the predatory insect. Now, those predatory insects, they kill the flies or seeds as well as advanced flies, and hence their removal is a must. For removing the predatory or harmful insects, the general process is spreading of soap oil emulsion, and this soap oil emulsion is prepared by cheap soap, using cheap soap, 56 kg of cheap soap and 18 kg of oil, that is linseed oil, til ka tel ho, or mustard oil. So mixture of both is made, and the mixture is boiled in a container on very light heat, kam aanch par, and gradually and ultimately what happens, the after cooling the mixture of the soap oil emulsion, we spread this on the water surface, and hence the trachea becomes covered with the soap oil emulsion, and the respiration of insect stops. As a result, they are killed. Hence, eradication of insects, predatory insect or harmful insect is done, and in this way the flies, and in this way the chances of survival increases. That is all about the control of aquatic insects. Now one thing is important. Now liming and fertilization. Liming is done when the soil of the pond, bottom soil of the pond, that becomes acidic. So, for removing the acidic property of the pond bottom soil, it is essential to highly desirable and alkaline medium, and hence liming is done. And that liming, during the liming, we use different types of, like limestone, calcium carbonate, quicklime or calcium oxide, calcium cyanamide, CaCN2, caustic lime, hydrated lime, calcium hydroxide, CaOH, quicklime. These are used, but most effective is quicklime. Quicklime has immediate toxic effect, and they eradicate the germs of the soil. A dose of 100 to 200 kg per hectare is sufficient for neutralizing the acidic soil and making it neutral. Neutral means pH comes up to 7, and further this lime is a germicide. Besides germicide, it also prevents to control the gill rot disease. Gill rot disease, bronchiomycosis, that is called by a fungus, Bronchiomyces demigans. That this application of lime is essential also there, and the pond should now liming is done. Now it is essential for for treating the highly acidic soil. When acidic level increases under that circumstances, there is an outbreak of diseases, and further there is a threat of depletion of O2. There is a threat of depletion of O2, and hence under those circumstances, liming is done to remove the acidic quality of the soil, and also that increases the alkaline, that makes the soil as well as the water alkaline. Hence, now the fertilization. The fertilization is done for production of that helps in production of larger numbers of phytoplanktons. Fertilization it is of two types. One is organic fertilizer and the other is inorganic fertilizer. In organic fertilizer, we use cattle dung, and those cattle dungs are prepared in solution form in water, and it increases the natural productivity of the pond. Suppose I have to introduce the flies or fingerlings on 15th of June or 1st of July. Then 15 days before, it is this cattle dung in the solution form is 15 days before the seed introduction into the pond, cattle manures in solution form are spread over the surface of the water, pond water, and these things are for increasing the carbon content of, as it is organic manure, hence carbon is there, and the pond bottom soil of the pond bottom must have at least 2.5% carbon, and for that we mix the pond water with this cattle dung. Now the organic fertilizer also remain in the fecal matter of the urine of the livestock as well as poultry. They also contain carbon content. Further, green manure, which consists of wild grasses, cultivated plants of the compositive family with some graminea plants which are rich in nutrition, and it has less fibers, and they are used as green manure. They are called green manure. So, third is cattle manure. This manure is similar to pig manure, but less nitrogen than pig manure. Carbon-nitrogen ratio is 25:1. Cattle urine contains more nitrogen than pig urine in the form of hypuric acid, C6NHCH2COOH, hypuric acid. Therefore, cattle excreta decomposes slowly. Cow dung of about 500 kg weight and it expends daily 25 kg. Inorganic fertilizer are mainly NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and calcium. They are inorganic fertilizers. Then further in this fertilizer, potassium minor elements are also present like magnesium, like boron, sulfur, copper, zinc. They are also remain in a small quantity, but main macronutrients that are nitrate, that are NPK, nitrate, phosphate, and potassium, along with some amount of calcium. Second is nitrogenous fertilizer, liquid ammonia. The nitrogenous fertilizer contains liquid ammonia, ammonium sulfate, and urea. These are the nitrogenous fertilizer. Amount of nitrogen varies in different trade names, and the nitrogen content in liquid ammonia can be applied 7 to 8 days before stocking the fish seed or advanced fly or fingerling, and cannot be used till the culture is going on. Phosphate fertilizer. Phosphate fertilizers are singles. Our soil in our area mostly the pond bottom soil lacks phosphate, and hence the phosphate is given in the form of single superphosphate and triple superphosphate at the rate of 100 kg per hectare. If it is TSP, then it is only 35 kg per hectare. In single superphosphate, it is 100 kg per hectare, while in the TSP, in the case of TSP, it is given only 35 to 36 kg per hectare. So phosphate fertilizers are important because our ponds they need phosphate. They need phosphate because our in these areas our soil bottom are deficient in phosphate. Phosphate fertilizers, nitrogenous fertilizers, liquid ammonia, ammonium sulfate, and urea are the nitrogenous fertilizers. So NP and K, potassium, then phosphate fertilizers, single superphosphate or SPP, and the nitrogen fertilizers are ammonia, ammonium sulfate, NH4, SO4, Col2, ammonium sulfate, and urea. These are the they compensate the losses. They brings the productivity of the pond very much. Now, that is all about the fertilization, liming, and fertilization of the liming and fertilization of the stocking pond. It is very important question for the students, and they must know, if they are self-employed, they must know what should be the amount given to the pond bottom, to the pond, the fertilizer, organic fertilizers as well as inorganic fertilizers. Thank you.